Many people live below their capacity and potential. It is very, very saddening that many of us do not fulfill our purpose in life because there are so many obstacles along our ways. There are so many discouragements. When you look around you, sometimes the people you trust can bring discouragement. At the end, people give up. They throw in the towel. They surrender leadership. They say, I don't think I can continue. Good morning. You are welcome to I Prevail with Joseph Adenuga. As usual, the God of the heavens and the earth, the maker of all things, your Father, my Father, put another word in my mouth this morning to encourage you, to motivate you, to inspire you, and to bless you. My prayer this morning is that God will open your understanding. God will fill you with power. God will help you to prevail over situations and circumstances that sink the destiny of so many other people. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray. Amen. Today I want to speak to you on this topic which I title, Maximizing Your Potential. Maximizing your potential. Every one of us is born with great potential. Potential is what we are capable of doing, what we are capable of achieving, what we are capable of making in our lives. You see, the level that we have the ability to get to. You see, that is potential. But very, very sadly, you see, many of us are living below our installed capacity. Let me give you an example. Telephone. When you buy a smartphone, that smartphone is a lot of machine put together. It is not just a phone. It is a phone. It is a camera that can take pictures and a video camera that can record events. That phone, you see, is a computer, it's a computer machine, put together in one single entity called smartphone. And with that smartphone, you can do a lot of things. You can send emails and receive emails. You can watch videos and go into YouTube. You can listen to news. You can connect with cable television satellites. You see, you can do so many things with that phone. But if somebody buys a smartphone and all it does with that phone is just to call friends and family, yeah, it's good. But that phone is not maximally utilized. All the potentials of that phone were not put to use. If that phone can be a human being, should die. It died without fulfilling all its purpose. It died without maximizing its potential. Now, this morning, the Spirit of God is putting it on my mind to encourage you, to remind you who you are. You are not a failure. That one, I want you to know it very, very solidly and clearly. There is no doubt about that. Nothing must make you to doubt that fact. It is true, it is fact that you are magnificent human being. You are a great person. That is how you are made. If you can remember when you are 4 years, 5 years, you thought you could fly. You thought you could do anything. And that is true. You see, it is true in life, so many things happen. Situations and events occur. Circumstances come our way. We meet with difficult situations that we tried but could not, but we failed. We met so many people who discouraged us on the way. We had so many theories that there is scarcity, it is not possible. We were brainwashed to think that some things are simply impossible, beyond our reach. And so we buy into that lie that there are things that look impossible, that we have seen so many people fail. We have seen so many people, falling short of doing those things they set out to do. We have heard stories. And so we have formed an opinion of some things that are not possible for us. We give up. We are like the pike who was put in an aquarium, and minnows were put around it. The pike loved to eat minnows, and the pike eat a lot of minnows. But one day, they divided the aquarium with a glass. And so the pike sees the minnows, wants to eat one of them, but could not because his head hit the glass wall that was put in the aquarium. Each time he made an attempt to eat the minnows, he found that kind of opposition and limitation. After some time, he gave up to try to eat minnows. So they removed the glass that was blocking the minnows from reaching that was blocking the pike from reaching the minnows. And so he stopped trying. Even though the minnows were swimming past the mouth of the pike, he didn't try anymore. He died of hunger. There was no more limitation, but now he felt he couldn't do it, and he died. Many of us are like that because we have tried so many things and failed. Because we have seen so many people fail around us, we formed an opinion that it is not possible, so our potential is not maximally utilized. It's like an elephant. You see, elephant is so big. And that tells you with the bigness and the mass of the body of the elephant, an elephant must be strong. It must have power because of the structure of his body. But if you tie the leg of an elephant to a very small table, and if the elephant decides to go, it says that the table stopped it, the elephant will stand there. It will think that it is impossible for it to move. It does not know that it has the strength to move and pull that table along and make that table to be, to be uprooted. You see, the elephant will stand there thinking it does not have the capacity to move on. Many of us are like that elephant. This morning, God is asking me to remind you, you are an individual that is loaded with possibilities. You are loaded with abilities. You can do what they say that you cannot do. I know so many people who are written off as failures in life, but they spring up surprises and became phenomenal successful. Even Napoleon Hill was said to be so fearful. Not Napoleon Hill, Napoleon Bonaparte or something like that. But one day he discovered what he could do and he turned his world around. You can do something with your life. This is not the end of you. Many failures I know. Many disappointments, I agree. Many people have given up on you, yes. But you see, you can still do something with your life. I'm told the story of the guy who established KFC, one of the restaurants that is so rich all around the world. KFC was past the age of 60 as a failure. He had tried so many things and failed. But when he was past the age of 60, he decided to establish KFC. Look, today, there are so many people who had become multimillionaires as a result of franchise with KFC. He died a successful man. You have got potential. You have got power. There is something on the inside of you that is not tired. Don't be tired. Don't resign faith. Don't give up. You can still do something. You can still make something. But Pastor, I'm getting old. Yes, Abraham gave birth to Isaac when he was 100 years old. And Sarah was 90 years old. You can do something. You are not a failure. You cannot afford to give up. You can maximize your potential. you can reach the top of the mountain. You can still make that money. You can still have that baby. You can still get married. You can still make that journey. You can still travel abroad. You can still write that book. You are not a failure. You have not been written off. People may write you off, but God has not. And don't write yourself off. You can make it. That is the message this morning. Maximize your potential. Yes, I've tried so many times and failed. Try again. If you try again and fail, try yet again. Keep on trying. You're gonna make it. But people don't love me. They don't help me. Yes, they may not help you. They were not there when you were born. They were not there when you were created. You were created as an individual. If they did not help you, God is gonna help you if you don't give up. The only problem is if you give up and say, I don't think I can do it, then you will not be able to do it. I love Henry Ford. He said, if you think you can, you are right. And if you think that you cannot, you are right. So, what do you think? You better think you are, because you are right if you think you are. And if you think you cannot, you are still right. Maximize your potential. And today, this is where I'm going to stop. Thank you for listening to this message. You are able to hear this because of the partners of I Prevail with Joseph Adenuga. Please rebroadcast this to your friends and loved ones. Get somebody blessed. If you love this message, somebody rebroadcasted it to you. If you're on WhatsApp or Telegram, just save this number with I Prevail. The number is +27 74 03 02 381. After saving the number with I Prevail, go to your Telegram or WhatsApp, send me this message, and let the message be add me. From tomorrow, you'll be hearing these messages directly on your Telegram or WhatsApp. Thank you again. It is well with your soul. This is your brother, your friend, your pastor, Joseph Adenuga, signing out and saying to you, be blessed and remain blessed.